Okay. I'm not doing too bad right now. I don't even know what update means. I really don't. Might be time for me to get a new computer. Or if somebody knows what that little spinning thing is, like what I can do to speed my computer up or what I'm doing that's slowing it down, please help. 1 second. Kind of lost my train of thought. Okay. So I received a request for showing people how to do or how I do blackout. So let's see if we can go see it on my Instagram. 1 second. So the thing is with direct to film is that you let me actually turn myself off. So the thing with direct to film is that it's actually just ink. Okay. So every print starts with the design. So wherever the design looks like, whatever the design has, its own characteristics, such as different weights and colors and stuff like that, dictates how the printer will print it. I know some people don't think about it like that, but every print starts with the design, right? So for example, if you look at this design, it looks like it might be heavy, but this is a really light shirt. This design is very light. Why? Because there's no black in the design. And what I mean by that is, let me go find one where I actually kind of showcase that. So in this video, I showcase that there is no black in the design. And I'm going to show you how I use design software to take that out. But it allows the design to be very light. And when you take, any color out of the design, whether it's black, red, white, wherever that color was, now there's no ink there, and it allows negative space to come in and the garment to kind of manipulate the transfer, a little bit to where you're feeling more garment than transfer based on the design you're printing. So like even right here in in this shirt that I'm wearing here, there's no black in it. So this is very thin. Like you can't even feel this. And I've washed this shirt like 10 or 15 times. Um, but okay. So let's get to the point here. So, and if you haven't seen my new designs that I've been releasing that are available for resale, you're able to purchase this design from me, edit it to your liking, or I'll edit it to your liking and send it over to you, or I can send you the PSD. And I even have a full rights purchase version, but I'm still working out the kinks, so bear with me. So, okay, so this layer right here is a fully editable layer right here. If you know anything about Photoshop. So I won't be teaching you Photoshop. I would just be going over it. But if you know anything about Photoshop, it's all about layers. And this folder right here is full of all the layers. As you can see, things that are being highlighted. But we're not going to worry about this folder right now. So we're just going to put the PNG folder. We actually can just delete this folder for now. And the only thing we're going to have on here is two layers. We're going to have the design layer, and we're going to have the background. So let me actually name this background just so we know what it is. And this is the design layer, okay? So This layer is just one piece. The design files were all separate just in case we need to change anything, but it is very important that you compress or you combine all the layers to just make one layer, right? So I just toggle this once, right? And the reason that is because now now that everything is together, when I go to the magic wand tool, which is here, I'm now able to select certain colors. Okay, let's zoom in. So if you know anything about the magic wand tool and contagious, if contagious is clicked, when I select black, it will only select the black in that area. Oh no, sorry, I'm on the wrong layer, which is very important. I'm clicking the background, is basically selecting all the black here, as you can see. Definitely a mistake. So I'm going to click into the design layer. So always make sure that you are on the correct layer. So now I'm going to click into here. See, everything is selected. So contagious was selected, but it seems that every part of this design is in somewhat way connected, if that makes sense, except for inside the ring, because you see that there's no selection here. So what I'm going to do is select inside the ring so that you can see what contagious does. Having contagious selected confines you to whatever space that you clicked. All right. Hopefully I'm not losing you, but I'm gonna keep trying to show you what that means. So we're gonna unselect contagious, which is what you will want to do in most times that you're selecting delete the black or deleting a certain color, but not every time you might not want to delete all of the black because some black in the design gives the design characteristics. But I'll go over maybe another design to see how that works. Actually, I will. Yes, yes, yes. I'll go over another design in this video, see how that works. So, but when you have contagious selected or not selected, it changes what you're selecting. But in this case, I want to select everything that's black. So even though I selected in this ring while contagious was clicked, you see how it only stayed here, right? But once it's not clicked, once I click into here, it selects everything that's black. So now remember this black layer right here, this background layer. We're gonna come click this eye, right? And you're gonna see how that background is going away. So I'm gonna come back in here and click again, just so you can see that there is black here, right? So I'm gonna select all of this black with this layer eye toggle off so that there is no black background so that we're able to see the black that we delete. Make sure that the correct layer is selected. Make sure you see that all your black is selected and you're gonna press backspace, delete, whatever you prefer. So as you can see, there's nothing here now, right? All the black that matched the black that I clicked, of course, with the magic wand was selected. You see that there's still some here. This isn't true black. This is more like a gray, a shadowy gray, which our program will most likely half tone, right? Okay. Now we're going to go back over here to your background layer and just going to select the toggle eye and bring it back. So now let's zoom out. Okay. So what do we do here? We took out all the black. It's a chance that there is some parts of the design that don't look as crisp because you literally just took out the glue to it, but we're gonna use the background as a foreshadow of what it will look like on a black shirt, right? So let's go back over here, take it off. You see here, there's really nothing here except for the design, right? So let's go back over to Instagram. So if we go check out this video right here, you're going to see exactly what I did on Photoshop. See that? There's no black in this video. I mean, not black. There's no black in this transfer. It's literally printing exactly what I did in Photoshop, right? And then I turn around, printed it on a black hoodie, and there's your black background. Okay, so let's go back into Photoshop again one more time, just so you can see again what I accomplished. So here's the black background, no black background, black background, no black background, right? Okay, this one whole design layer, which is very important, right? Okay, so let me just walk you through it one more time. Let me go to revert. We're gonna go back to just where the design started. Like I said, I don't know what update means. Okay, so I had mentioned this design layer. So let's just go back over that again. So if you buy the editable PSD file, you will have access to change all of this, whether it's the color of it, you want to take something off, you want to change the font name. I mean, you want to change the font, the nightmare font at the bottom, you can change that to whatever you want to. Rich man, you can change that. Also, too, special layer, by double clicking this layer, brings you into something here, right? So you see how the ring says PG? You're going to double click this layer. Um, let's say I wanted to say let's say mil, right? Probably make the font a little smaller so it fits, right? And when you're and what this is a smart object. I won't dive deep into it, but you exit out of this, press save, and it doesn't. I don't know where it saves, which is funny, but I'm now able to zoom in, and now it says mil and not PG, right? So that's what a smart object allows you to do. It allows you to change the visual of some. I mean, it allows you to change the maybe like the nature of it, but it still keeps the same visual of what it was, whether it's a gold with diamonds or a glow or a color. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna really cover too much of this right now, but you guys get it. That's the fully editable design file. I'm gonna delete this. So right now I just have my background and my flattened, I don't know if it's even flattened, but my compressed design, right? So I'm gonna turn the background off. As you can see that there is black in this design, right? There's black all around it. So I'm going to come to my magic wand tool. I use shortcuts, so I select the W, which is magic wand. And if you hover over in Photoshop, if you don't use Photoshop too well, you can hover over each tool and it will tell you what to do. Photoshop, I wish it had that when I started. You guys are really lucky. Okay, so I'm going to make sure the layer is selected. I'm going to select the black. I'm going to delete the black. Now we can see the black is gone, right? So let's even actually try something. If you don't actually understand what the magic wand tool does, let me show you just selecting a different color, okay? So let's select this part of the gold right here, okay? This yellowish part, right? So if I selected that, guess what it did? It's deleting it. That's not even actually a good example. Okay, let me select a bigger chunk of it. Let's say this brown part, this brown part of it. See that? It's all gone now. Let's add black. How does it look? So now, actually, this transfer will be a lot lighter. So I got rid of the brown part of it, and now black shows through a lot more. So let's just say you didn't really like the brownish part, you really want to just straight gold. That will be something you do, and this part of the transfer will feel like literally nothing. But okay, let's go back, bring it back. I'm just going to focus on deleting the black right now. Delete. Okay. Bring this black background back up and make sure it looks all good. Okay. So another part of DTF not only just trying to get the transfer colors and knocking out the black, is the size of your transfer. So I have like a cheat code. I'm working on dropping it soon. So this is a real size extra large template. Okay. So for the most part, it's universal. It should be able to fit most extra larges. I haven't ran into extra large that it doesn't. So all I do is I use this realistic measurement of an extra large, and I have my design here, right? And what I do is I would just try to fill out exactly how I would like it to fit on a shirt, right? This actually makes things very simple. This will be hopefully I'll have these available soon. Message me if you want an earlier version that isn't done yet, but it has multiple layers in here, right? Really don't got to worry about this folder. You most importantly worry about the guidelines so you can really know where you're at, and then your artwork's here, right? And then also you're able to change the color of the background. So right now it's white. I don't know where that window's showing up. Let me go find it. Okay, there it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this shirt black or the background black because that's what we're printing on. And as you can see, right, there was no white. I mean, there's no black in that design. So it wasn't showing up with a white background, right? But and that's how that transfer would look on white. So with no black, it does not look the way it's supposed to. But as soon as you add black, the magic happens because that's pretty much what it was designed for. I don't know why I'm not able to bring this back in. What did I do? Okay. Yeah, I'm working on double screens. I'm still trying to figure that out. But okay. So, dang. Okay, there we go. So, brought black in there. This is exactly how my design would look on an extra large. And another reason why I love to work on a laptop is that, and in Photoshop specifically, is that I'm able to see the exact size of my design, which is important to when I'm trying to order transfers, hence the customer. So right now, my to accomplish this size that's on this shirt will be 17 by 21, right? But of course, we do have to pay attention to the half inches. So 17.2, which will be 17 and a half on the site, on PG transfers, and 20 by 21.3, which would be 21 and a half. So 17 and a half in width by 21 in height is this transfer, right? Some people want to go bigger. I usually try to stay close to my heat press size, but sometimes, I do get carried away. But if you ever wonder why Photoshop is very important, it's this size thing. Let me actually zoom in so you guys can really understand what's happening here. I'm able to see the exact size that this transfer is. And since that I know that this shirt is an extra large, I'm always able to know what a design would look like before I even print it out. Right. So I will try to work on having these available for sale. But like I said, please DM me about it. And hopefully I helped. And appreciate you guys for trusting me like always.